start your morning.
It's very hot though.
Yeah. So we are, it's too hot to think.
Okay, so right now we're on Padar Island. We booked a boat tour for the day and they're taking us to 4 different places, right?
Yeah, we're doing some hiking right now and doing some snorkeling later, and then we're also going to get to see the Komodo dragons. So we have a very exciting day ahead of us, and we're getting started at the top of this beautiful island.
Right, we started at 5:30 in the morning. They gave us breakfast on the boat. We brought our own fruit and snacks and stuff like that, so make sure you bring your own water and food if you decide to go on these boat tours as well.
The views from up here are just absolutely stunning, and it's probably the most popular place to come and see all of this here at Komodo National Park. We'll say the hike, while not long, is not shaded at all. On very hot mornings, it can be pretty bad. So bring water, bring sunscreen, maybe bring a hat. Luckily our next stop is snorkeling and a beach, so we're gonna go cool off now.
This is super cool. A black beach and a white beach. Beautiful.
Alright, we've come to Soraya Island, which is right near Padar, and it's famous for this here, a pink beach, which we're going to enjoy right now. So we got to spend about a half hour at that beach before they called us back in.
Yeah, not that long, but it's okay. On the way to the next snorkeling spot, we're gonna stop at this island called Rincha to see the Komodo dragons. That's scary. You think a Komodo dragon ate that? It's there.
We've also been told it's not a good idea to come here on this island if you have a cut or a bleeding, because the dragons can smell the blood.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking.
I think I see the first one.
Don't get too close to this one. I'm sure mom's watching.
So here are 2 males doing God knows what. The females are in the nest, already taking care of the babies. Their mating season is around July, so it's over now. The males hang around this little house here because they can smell the food cooking every day, so they come and wait for snacks. They're scary looking.
This is some more fun Komodo dragonbacks. They can run about 18 to 20 kilometers per hour, faster than us. We were told that if they were going to attack us, we would know it way before, and there's nothing we can do about it. He also ate a whole buffalo yesterday.
Which makes me feel better about being here.
They eat once a month, so I think they're full.
Those ones are. We didn't see any Komodos during the hike, only those 4 ones near the houses. I think there's something very fishy about this place. There was a baby just hanging around without its mom. I don't know.
Alright, we've come to our final destination of this little boat trip. We're here on Kilor Island, and we're here to simply just chill and finish this video. On the way over here, we had a little bit more time to think about the Komodo dragon experience.
Yeah, we did.
The Komodo dragons are an incredible animal. They're also very dangerous and very territorial, which is why we were a little bit skeptical about what we saw there.
Yeah.
We really hope that these animals are in their natural environment and not being influenced in any way simply for the purposes of tourism. We did see them being fed from the building that they were sitting out in front of. And with all the people around, it just seems a little bit unnatural. We don't want to make any claims. We really don't. We're just a bit skeptical. We don't have enough information.
And if you do have some information, please share with us, because we would love to learn more about what's going on that island. So this is our last video in Indonesia. Last video after this amazing trip. I am so grateful because we had almost 3 full weeks in this wonderful country. It's such a huge country, and I feel like we haven't seen enough, but we have this time around.
And we've done a lot.
Yeah.
My number one takeaway from this trip, after all we've experienced, is when you travel, do it to learn something. Whether that's going on a motorbike for the first time, whether that's scuba diving, or whether that's just doing a little bit more to learn about the cities you're in or the sites you're in, because there's always something you can take away from it, and you just feel better about it, and you've learned something. And I feel like that's really what travel is all about.
My number one takeaway for this trip is to push through my fears, do something that you're really scared of. One example of that is scuba diving, or climbing to the top of a volcano.
Or down to a sulfuric crater.
Or just waking up in the middle of the night to an earthquake.
Also that. New experiences every day.
So we're finished here. We're going back home to Hong Kong.
So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.